AITA, for sleeping with my sister's husband? At 29 years old, I find myself entangled in a complex and challenging situation that has put a strain on my relationship with my 31-year-old sister. The issue at hand is that I ended up sleeping with her husband, which has led to her cutting off all communication with me. Despite the gravity of the situation, I hold the belief that the blame should not rest entirely on my shoulders, and I'm seeking an unbiased opinion on whether I am at fault in this scenario. Before this incident occurred, I had observed some troubling behavior from my 33-year-old brother-in-law directed towards me. Concerned for my sister's welfare, I attempted to bring these issues to her attention, only to have my worries dismissed, leaving me uncertain about how to proceed. My sister, who works as a flight attendant, spends more time away from home than she does at home. Recently, her husband lost his job and fell into a state of depression. During one of her many absences, she asked me to keep him company, trusting me despite having previously ignored my warnings about his behavior towards me. I viewed this as a chance to support their marriage and help them strengthen their bond. However, as we spent more time together, our relationship grew closer, and we ultimately crossed a boundary that should have remained intact. After consuming alcohol and listening to him express his dissatisfaction with their marriage and his emotional distress, I attempted to offer comfort. This led to one thing leading to another, resulting in us committing an act that now weighs heavily on me. Upon awakening, I was immediately struck by the gravity of our actions. Both of us had been so heavily intoxicated that we made the regrettable decision to give in to temptation, falling asleep thereafter. My sister discovered us in this compromising situation, her screams of betrayal piercing the morning air. "How could you do this to me? We're sisters. I trusted you!" she yelled, her words laced with disbelief and hurt. She didn't allow me any opportunity to explain before expelling me from her home. Since then, communication between us has ceased entirely. She has initiated divorce proceedings, and our parents have taken her side, accusing me of betraying the family's values. Despite the clear mistake I've made, I can't help but feel that the situation isn't black and white. There are several factors at play here, and I believe it's unfair to attribute the entirety of their marriage's collapse to my actions alone. While I fully acknowledge my wrongdoing, I also can't ignore the pre-existing issues in their relationship that my sister chose not to confront. Furthermore, her decision to entrust me with her husband's company, despite previous warnings about his behavior, without setting clear boundaries, complicates matters. I carry a heavy burden of guilt and remorse for what transpired, yet it's evident that my sister and her husband were navigating their own set of challenges well before this incident. It seems unjust to place the entire blame on me when these foundational cracks were already present. Understandingly, my sister's pain and anger are justified, and I am prepared to take responsibility for my role in this ordeal and strive towards making amends. However, I also believe it's essential for her to recognize her part in the circumstances that led to this point. Mending our relationship and rebuilding trust will demand sincere and open dialogue from both sides. By sharing my story, I seek an impartial perspective and advice on how to approach this delicate situation. Am I the sole wrongdoer for succumbing to a moment of weakness with my sister's husband? Update. I understand the gravity of my actions and the pain they've caused, especially after reading through your comments. It's clear now, more than ever, how deeply I've hurt my sister, and I'm truly sorry for what I've done. There's no justification for my behavior, and in trying to find one, I realize I was only trying to shield myself from the reality of my mistake. Last night, motivated by your feedback, I reached out to apologize to my sister, hoping for a chance to make amends. Sadly, she has chosen not to respond and has blocked me on all communication platforms. This decision of hers has been hard on me, as I deeply wish for her forgiveness and to have her back in my life. Nevertheless, I respect her need for space and understand that reconciliation cannot be rushed or demanded. In seeking guidance from friends and family, it's become apparent that the most respectful course of action is to honor her boundaries while focusing on my own growth. To this end, I've decided to pursue therapy. I've researched online options and plan to initiate sessions soon. This step is crucial for me to understand the underlying reasons behind my actions and to work towards becoming a better individual. Though my sister's forgiveness remains uncertain, my commitment to personal improvement is unwavering. I am determined to continue reaching out and trying to mend our relationship, never giving up hope for reconciliation. In addition to reaching out to my sister directly, I've contacted mutual friends and family members, hoping they might help mediate or support in some way to mend the rift between us. Nevertheless, I recognize their need to respect my sister's wishes and understand they may choose not to intervene in our personal conflict. Throughout this ordeal, my ex-brother-in-law has consistently ignored my attempts to communicate, not answering any of my calls. I was informed by my mother that he accused me of being the instigator of the whole situation, alleging that I got him intoxicated and then took advantage of him, which is completely untrue. It's shocking and hurtful that he would betray me in such a manner, especially considering the support I've extended to him over the years. This betrayal has made me question my own judgment and has added to the overall pain of being estranged from my sister. The inability to communicate with my sister has been incredibly painful, yet it has also been a catalyst for introspection and growth. I'm committed to learning from my mistakes and doing everything within my power to make amends. My focus now is on personal development and proving myself worthy of her forgiveness, no matter how long it may take. The recent months have been tumultuous, to say the least, feeling as though my world has collapsed around me. While I cling to the hope that my sister might one day be open to reconnecting, I am also preparing myself for the possibility that she may choose never to speak to me again. Regardless of the outcome, I am dedicated to continuing my journey of self-improvement, reflection, and understanding that the path to healing and reconciliation is one that cannot be hurried or compelled. It is my sincere hope that my sister will recognize my genuine remorse and the efforts I am making towards growth. I will respond to your comments before updating. Commenter, YTA. You slept with your sister's husband and somehow you want to blame her for it. Worse than that, you want Reddit to validate your insane logic. Typical side bitch mentally. Leave your sister alone, you've damaged her enough. My answer, but I don't deny that I take some fault here. I just feel I'm not completely at fault here. Why can't she accept that the relationship was declining for a while? We were fully intoxicated and I would have never done it sober. Another commenter, you are her sister. Have you no loyalty or morals? You were supposed to be her shoulder to cry on if things actually did come to an end between them, not the final nail in the coffin. I doubt you will ever get your family back after this, and quite honestly, it doesn't sound like you deserve to. I fully acknowledge the gravity of my actions and understand that my behavior was indefensible. Accepting that I don't deserve the privilege of having her as a sister, I realize the depth of my errors and see myself in a harsh light. Indeed, there's no criticism from others that I haven't already directed at myself. In an unexpected turn, my sister reached out to me after unblocking me, indicating her need for closure and to embark on a path of personal healing. It's apparent she's at a juncture where confronting our shared past is essential for her to progress, though she emphasized her decision to not pursue a relationship with me further. During our heartfelt exchange, we delved into the accumulated pain and distress, navigating through an emotionally charged and difficult dialogue. This conversation facilitated an open expression of our feelings, paving the way for some level of closure. My sister conveyed her firm decision to sever ties with me, explaining her need to concentrate on her healing and well-being, a process she feels would be compromised by maintaining a connection with me. This revelation was devastating, yet I respect her autonomy and choice. In that moment of honesty, I offered my profound apologies for the anguish I've caused her. I owned up to my mistakes and conveyed my genuine remorse for my past actions. Although I had hoped for reconciliation, I recognize that her journey towards healing is hers alone and may not include me in its course. Looking ahead, I am committed to introspection and learning from this ordeal. This experience has illuminated the significance of understanding the repercussions of one's actions, the necessity of personal development, and continuous self-reflection. It's imperative for me to draw lessons from this situation and endeavor to improve myself, accepting that my sister chooses not to have me in her life. The pain of losing such an important relationship is profound, yet I will respect my sister's wishes and provide her with the space she needs for her healing journey. My focus now shifts towards personal betterment, aiming for growth and enlightenment, ensuring I do not repeat past mistakes. This challenging episode has underscored the value of empathy, the power of forgiveness, and the importance of respecting others' boundaries. I am thankful for the chance to have this dialogue with my sister, as it has granted me a deeper insight into the impact of my actions and underscored the critical nature of growth and healing within relationships. Comments. Oh, you long-suffering martyr. Such a brave little hero, taking on the burden of fault even though your sister did. Wait, what did she do? Oh, right, nothing wrong. Yeah, we see you. We're fully capable of seeing straight through your attempts to manipulate. Just like your sister and everybody else in your life. Scratch that, everybody else left in your life. May your sister go on to have an amazing life, now that all the poison has been purged from it. She deserves all the best. How do you like this story? Write your opinion in the comments. Let's get 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Love you.